So here we are continuing along. I want to point out a couple of things. If you look real close, right there is one of the gears go in there, one of the wheels, and this little hook is a hacking device. So when you move that lever through the keyless works, that will engage that gear train and stop it. Also, right there, that is a switch, and that goes right to the battery terminal connecting to this post right there, because that pokes through there. So that is in fact a switch. So it's a battery saver as well as a hacking device. Now this is all connected up. You can see the plastic is embedded into this brass right there, and it's pinned right over here. I don't know if I can get that out, if I can lean on that. I don't want to. I don't want to have this thing come apart and I can't fix it. So what I don't know, I'm just going to leave. But let's get this movement holder off, this spacer ring, and it looks like the plastic ring is embedded with those little feet. Hopefully this will give us access to the dial to get that off. So there is that. Now, pretty unextraordinary right now. There is not a lot going on here. I don't even see dial feet, although I have to look closely. Perhaps right there's a dial foot, and perhaps over there. Let's turn this up on edge, see if there's a screw on that end. Oh yes, okay. Well, that's good to know. There it is. Oh, my doggy's having a fit. There's a dial foot screw, and there's the dial foot right there. Good to know. That means I can get that other gearing apart and possibly get parts cleaned. How's that? Here's our other one. Now before I turn this over, how do we want to do this? Do we want to turn it over and then pick the dial off? Yes, we do. Let's do that. There's our dial. Dial feet screws are loose. Look at that. Oh, yes. Okay. Wow. I guess I'm thinking this would be too complicated, but you know what? It's fairly simple. This should come off, shouldn't it? Like any other minute wheel. Did I call it right? Minute? Or is that the hour? Hour. Doesn't want to come out, but that's okay. We have some screws right here. Is my finger in the way? A little bit. Okay. I'm not talking because I got nothing to say. I don't even have any jokes. I know, it's odd. Okay, so here's where that crown wheel from the keyless works engages this guy. So there's a part that can be cleaned and lubricated. And then we have this guy here, an intermediate wheel, let's call it. Now this didn't come off too easily before, because it looks like a cannon assembly. These two parts are pressed together like a cannon pinion to allow it to slip and grip at the same time. I'm going to have to see about getting those apart. That should be interesting. Let's get that wave washer off. Jeez. Come on. Here we go. Yes. That's a cannon type pinion assembly. Oh, look at it. Okay. That's exactly what it is. Let's get in tight. There you have it. Is that an ETA style cannon pinion? Or something similar? Or the Slava style, which is very similar as well. So there you have it. I'll have to look closely at that on getting that apart, cleaning it, and putting a little lubrication on it. But the bottom line is, I think we have all of the mechanicals apart, and the only thing left, I obviously can't put this whole thing in the, here's our insulator for the battery. That came out, oh, no, can't see it. Dummy. There's our insulator for the battery. So, obviously can't put any of this in the cleaner. And we're going to clean this corrosion off here. This device that's holding all that together, I'm not even going to tinker with. I'm going to leave that set right in there. That's probably pressed in, glued in, whatever. There's the motor. I can take some pith wood and clean out these staff holes. They're not jeweled, they're just through the metal, and I'm going to go from there, clean all the parts. So our next one will be assembling this. This was fairly easy, straightforward. I thought it would be more complicated, but that's me. I overcomplicate things. I always do. When you think about it, how hard can it be? You can only have a battery, a motor, and a keyless works. So how hard can it be? So maybe these are easier than I had ever thought. Apparently it is. However, I haven't put it together yet and got it ticking. So stay tuned.